I want to start today's video with a question. How long have you been on Facebook? Do you remember every single interaction that you've had on the platform? If you're like most people, you'd probably say, of course not. How am I supposed to remember all of that? But just because you don't remember the date when you've added each and every one of your friends, everything that you've liked, every group that you've joined, every photo that you've posted, doesn't mean that Facebook isn't keeping a record of it. In the day and age of big data, where our information is being sold, collected, and even harvested by groups like Cambridge Analytica without our knowing about it, it's more important than ever that we, society, ask ourselves the question, what should be open and accessible to companies or political groups online? Cambridge Analytica had 270,000 people participate in a psychological study. And because they claimed it was for academic research using a certain app that had special permissions on Facebook, they not only harvested the information on these 270,000 people, but all of their friends, which accumulated to over 50 million Facebook users, most of whom had no idea that their information was even taken. That's pretty scary. While some companies would claim they're basically doing this to better target specific demographics, to me this feels a bit more like an infringement of civil liberties. I mean, if people were taking your information without you knowing about it, I would feel very uncomfortable about that, wouldn't you? All of this information was collected and put into algorithms that sorted you into groups based on your political beliefs, based on your personalities, to hopefully see what gets under your skin or makes you emotional or changes your mind. My concern is that this information that was taken without most people knowing about it could be used to inflame the culture war that we already have going on in the United States. You add to that the fact that most of us live in an echo chamber where our beliefs are constantly reinforced by the information that's given to us based on our political leaning. I mean, you can go on Facebook right now and see, based on what you post, where Facebook thinks you lie on the political spectrum. When I was a kid, I basically just thought Facebook was a platform to share photos and videos with your friends. But as the platform has become more and more advanced, it feels a little big brothery to me. In today's video, I want to achieve two things. The first is to get you to think what you're posting online and whether or not you want that to be public. You can change your privacy settings to private or so that just your friends can see it. You may have some old drunken photos that you want to take down, but the process is not necessarily as simple as you would think. So I want to show you all the information that is on Facebook and how you can take it down. If you want to delete old Facebook photos, go to your profile and click the Photos tab. There you'll see all the photos that you're tagged in. If you posted a photo yourself, you can simply click the delete button. Although I happen to like this particular photo, so I'm not going to delete this one. You can also delete the entire album, which will delete all the photos that are hosted within it. You can also go to the Activities tab to show every single interaction you've had on Facebook. If you delete a photo that someone else has posted, they'll ask why you're deleting it and give you the option to block that user in case you've grown apart, like in the case of a breakup. The Activities page will also show every app that is connected to your particular Facebook. So I think if you're like most smartphone users, there are a lot more connections, probably a lot more than you knew were even there. It shows all the songs that I've listened to on Spotify. Apparently I'm listening to way too much Hamilton. You can also see each and every like you've ever given to anything, ever. Not to mention every video you've ever watched on Facebook, the exact date you've added each and every one of your friends, and every comment or reply you've ever made. Oh, and remember notes? Before Google Docs made Microsoft Word free. The last thing I want to mention is I recommend getting a password protector. Basically how it works is you come up with a really complex password. It's usually about 4 or 5 words, and you log into a system that creates really complex passwords for all of your different accounts. And when you want to log into them, you just log into this password protector app. And from there, you can log into your bank account or your Facebook or whatever it is with a very secure password, and I definitely recommend getting one. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This is really just to get the wheels turning about cybersecurity and just some things that you may or may not know about Facebook and social media in general. I think there's a lot of information that we're sharing that we don't know oftentimes is public or at least accessible to private companies. So that's something you definitely got to consider. Don't forget to click the like, share, and subscribe buttons. And if you click the bell, you can stay up to date on all my new content. Thanks for watching. I'm Robbie Frank, and I will catch you next time.